7:30. 時刻は午後7時30分です。ここからのお時間は日経スピリッツ by UJSH をお送りいたします。
皆様こんばんは and aloha KZOO listeners, and thank you all for tuning in to Nikkei Spirit. This is Shiri Tamura of the United Japanese Society of Hawaii, your host for today's broadcast. よろしくお願いいたします。So glad you all are tuning in today to our weekly UJS Nikkei Spirit program. Here we can share with all of you news about special events that helps to promote our Japanese culture and international goodwill throughout Hawaii. Tonight we have a very special guest. I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Katsuki Tanaka, and he is the president of the Association of Nikkei and Japanese Abroad, Kaigai Nikkei Jinkyo Kai. Welcome, Mr. Tanaka.
Oh, Sherry-san, thank you very much for having me in your program. I am very pleased to be together with your listeners through Nikkei Spirit program.
Thank you very much, and I'm so glad you're able to come and to share a lot of information on upcoming events that's going to be held in June. And could you, Tanaka-san, please explain to our listeners the organization, the Nikkei and Japanese Abroad, and how it started or how was it created?
Oh, our organization is called Kaigai Nikkei Jinkyo Kai in Japanese, and in English, the Association of Nikkei and Japanese Abroad. We call it ANJA for short. ANJA. ANJA was created around 60 years ago, and there is moving story behind the creation of ANJA. You know, following the ending of the Second World War,
Yes.
Americans, including Japanese nationals and Nikkei in USA, began to send food and the essentials to devastated Japan in the form of powder milk, food supplies, and clothing, etc. These relief goods were called LARA goods, L-A-R-A. LARA stands for Licensed Agencies for Relief in Asia. And LARA was a collection of Christian churches groups, labor unions, and other bodies dedicated to the cause of providing relief to Asia. Japanese nationals and Nikkei in Latin America also joined in sending relief goods through LARA.
Oh, I see.
By 1952, Japan received LARA assistance worth over 40 billion yen, counted in the currency of that time, of which around 20% contributed by Nikkei and Japanese nationals abroad. Japan's government and people were very much grateful for the most kind of generous gift from Nikkei's communities abroad. This led many members of the national diet in Japan to call for the formal ceremony to recognize the dedicated contributions of Nikkei and Japanese nationals abroad. In 1956, Japan became a member of the United Nations. In honor of the momentous occasion, the impending ceremony was celebrated under the name of the Nikkei Friendship Convention in commemoration of United Nations membership. The preparations for the ceremony were coordinated by the Nikkei Liaison Office, which was the original body of our association, ANJA. though this liaison office was reorganized and recognized by the law as Association of Nikkei and Japanese Abroad. This is the short story of ANJA. Thus, we can say ANJA is the organization created as a secretariat of the convention to express Japan's gratitude to the Nikkei and Japanese abroad. This is a short history of my association.
So are they still operating yet?
No, it's finished.
Yes,
almost at the end of 50s. Yes.
Oh, I see. But there's a lot of work that has been done for over all these many years.
Yes.
From the Nikkei support.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
that's really nice to hear. And it's like so many years that you've been involved in this organization. And is there a location that you have your office in?
Yes. Our office is in Yokohama.
Oh, Yokohama.
Yes, it's a very wonderful site, and we can command a splendid view of port of Yokohama.
Yes.
It's located in Yokohama, as I said, port city, and many of the Japanese immigrants departed from port of Yokohama
Yes.
to North and South America.
Yes.
A lot of goods, which I mentioned. One also arrived at Yokohama.
At Yokohama.
Yes.
Oh.
Thus, there exists a close relationship between Yokohama and the history of Japanese immigration. Yes.
Okay. And so, with all, being that it's sort of connected to our 150th anniversary with the immigrants coming from Japan and setting foot in different countries, but what was the purpose of the organization? I know there's a lot of things that have happened, but what do you see as the purpose now?
Simply speaking,
Yes.
ANJA's, our association's purpose
Yes.
is to make a bridge between Japan and overseas Nikkei society or communities.
Right.
In other words, our purpose is to promote better understanding and friendship, and to strengthen the bond between Japan and Nikkei communities, including Nikkei in Japan too.
Oh. Okay.
We have today Nikkeis in Japan.
Right.
Brazilian, Peruvians.
Yes. Because when I attended the convention last year, so I met a lot of the Nikkei people there, and I know they had struggles and things happening to them, but they really want to connect to Japan, and they feel that Japan is their home nation. So it's nice to hear that Nikkei, although they move and and then they go back to Japan, that they still have a bond. It's not disconnected. And like you said, that the purpose of the organization is to build a bridge of friendship throughout the world. And being at the convention, I saw that.
Good.
I saw that, and I saw people who have come to the conventions repeatedly, and they were happy to see other people from other countries and to build friendship, stronger bond of friendship, and to also network.
Yes.
Network
is a very important term.
Yes, and I saw that happening. So, having you bring the convention here to Hawaii is such a big present to Hawaii.
Oh, really?
It's a good omiyage to Hawaii, because now we can even build friendship even closer. So I'm really excited, about it. And I know you do ANJA does a lot of things, for the Japanese community, but what are some of the projects that ANJA does? Do you have certain things that you focus on?
ANJA, we conduct a variety of projects. If you may allow me to cite some of our projects.
Please share.
Yes, most important one is the annual convention. So, a convention of Nikkei and the Japanese abroad. And also we implement a project for trainees and scholarship. And also a consulting services for the Nikkei in Japan. And you may know that JICA has an Japanese Overseas Migration Museum
Yes.
in Yokohama.
Yes.
And we are entrusted to take care of the administration and management of that museum.
Oh.
These are more or less what we do.
Because I had the opportunity to visit the museum last year.
Did you like it?
Yes, I loved it.
Oh,
Yes, it was really nice. So we were trying to tell all the Hawaii people, don't forget, go to Yokohama,
Mm.
please visit the museum. And there's a lot of learning there.
Yes.
And it
indeed.
was nice to see the display from like Brazil and the other countries and
Mm.
what they're doing, what the Nikkeis are doing in that country.
Mm.
So there's a
And-
lot of learning.
Yes, indeed. And Hawaii appears too.
Yes,
Indeed.
yeah, we saw our Hawaii.
Mm.
And it was very interesting because some of the artifacts that were there,
Mm.
we never saw it.
Oh, you never
No,
saw it?
because we see older things, older objects.
Mm.
And so we saw more updated objects there. So we were talking, we said, I think that group was on the rich side. There wasn't their poor families that we know of.
Oh.
So it was very interesting to see the difference.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was really, even the glasses and everything, medicine bottle, it was on the high end, we would call it high end, the rich family would have, versus the plantation families. It was, plantation families would be very simple, objects, but we saw different set of things there. So it was an eye opener for us.
Oh,
too.
really?
Yeah, we didn't know. So, but thank you. And I know you talked about the scholarship program, and I met some students there who were awardees of the scholarship program. So, how do they apply for such scholarships?
Oh, how do they apply? That's the most important scholarship program which we implement is an Japan Foundation gives a sort of scholarship.
Okay.
And this scholarship is very interesting one. Generally speaking, scholarship means, for example, if you want to study in Japan,
Yes.
mainly you have to go to the university.
Right.
If you study in the university, then you can get a scholarship. But this scholarship is very interesting. Why interesting? It does never say you have to go to university. If you are going to be a professional taiko dramas, then and you wish to study more
yes, yes.
in Japan as a taiko drama, then you can get our scholarships and do it in some famous taiko dojos.
Right. Because that really caught my attention, because when I was talking to the students last year, even the year before when I was talking to the college students, one said she was studying Minyo, the other one said taiko, the other one said physical therapy and business, and they had it was a variety. So I thought, how do they, there's a college for taiko, and is there a college for Minyo? But now that you explained it, I think it's a wonderful scholarship program.
Yes, that's the reason why we implement. Yes, generally speaking, as I said, scholarship is for those boys and girls who want to go to the university.
Right.
However, this is a very interesting one. Never says you have to go to university. Do as you like to do in your interest
Interest area.
area.
I think that gives a lot of our Nikkei, people opportunities.
Yes,
Now
yes.
to go to Japan and to really learn the roots and the formal learning of their arts, whatever they're interested in. Because that's the first time I'm hearing that there's this opportunity. So I want to share it to all the students who are interested in the arts, really in the arts. And
Yes, and I said the Japan Foundation, but in Japanese, Nippon Zaidan. This is an very interesting foundation, Japanese foundation, and they give us a chance, or give all those youngsters coming from, in this case, particularly from Brazil and Peru, to make himself or make herself a future leader of Nikkei communities, as a taiko drummer, as a musician, etc., etc.
Because the girl that I talked to, she said she was going to learn and then go back and be a teacher in the school. So I said, wonderful to have that opportunity. I know, we have a lot of things, but as far as the organization goes, you would like to continue the relationship with the Japanese Americans. So how would that be done as part of Anja's responsibility, I guess?
Anja's responsibility or Japanese Americans' responsibility, I am not sure. I think everybody understands that Americans are front runner in Japanese immigration history. Gannemono is the first collective immigration from Japan to other countries. And so the concept of Nikkei, where did it appear first? Yeah. And those Japanese immigrants, Gannemono, they are the first who experienced hardship.
Yes.
So, and also they are the first Japanese immigrant who try to make their lives better one and more healthy one, not only for him or for her, but for their children. So they wanted to have some facilities for education, etc., etc. And so the first front runner means Americans. Japanese Americans are the first Japanese immigrant who experienced hardship in our history of immigration, but at the same time, the first Japanese immigrant who made efforts to make their life better.
Yes. Because when we listen, and my grandpa came, my great grandpa came, but they gave up what they had in Japan and they came here to make life better for their family because it was, I guess, hard in Japan. So when he came here, they had opportunities. They bought land, 10 children, and everybody's working the land. But education was very important.
Yes, indeed.
Education at that time, and they had a lot of gamang and like when I hear my uncles talking and everything, a lot of sacrifices for the children. Everything is for the children.
Right. I saw yesterday in the museum of JCCH.
Oh yes.
Yes. At the entrance, I saw a lot of stone, but with some kanjis.
Kanjis, yes.
And 仕方がない.
So.
All those few words which your ancestors as an immigrant attached the importance to that, and it was a wonderful entrance because I thought that it represents the merits or how can I say Japanese Americans real
Spirit
substance of Japanese Americans in Hawaii.
Yes.
So that I would like Japanese Americans take a role as a leader of as an immigrants and their descendants for the future development of other Nikkei generations, and not only here but also in other parts of the world.
Yes, because like you said, they had a lot of hardships and everything, and you're gonna have a convention in Hawaii on June 6th.
Yes.
And people from all over the world are going to be coming to this convention. So what is the purpose of this year's convention in Hawaii?
In Hawaii, as I said, you are front runner.
Right.
And 150 years of anniversary of gunmen,
Yes.
arrival of gunmen. And the reason why we decided to hold our annual convention here in Hawaii is, of course, in commemoration of
Right.
150th anniversary.
Right.
But at the same time, we thought Japanese Americans, they left a lot of legacies.
Yes.
And these legacies, together with Hawaiian, Japanese Americans' legacies in Hawaii, together with other Japanese, for example, Brazilian legacies.
Yes.
And all those big Japanese Nikkei communities bring in their own legacies.
Right.
And participants evaluate what was the real substance of legacies. And we get some lessons.
Right.
And those evaluation of legacies
Yes.
all around the world give us a chance to 応用するって何て言いますかね、it can be used for the future development of newcomers such as Nikkei communities in Europe,
Right.
Nikkei communities in Asia.
So the purpose, I guess, like you're saying, that it will bring everybody together, and by bringing all the different countries together, we get to learn of their legacy,
Yes.
and we can build upon that to share with other countries that haven't developed their community yet, and make more communities, Nikkei communities, stronger around the world.
Right.
And that's how we can build networking and friendship.
Yes, that's part of networking. Is a very important one.
Right. And I can see it happening in June because, with all the people that are coming, I'm looking at the list, and they're coming from all over the world, and I'm happy that they're coming because they want to learn, they want to see what Hawaii has, and they want to learn our history, and yet at the same time, we get to learn about their history of their Nikkei in their own countries. So it's a very good learning opportunity for everybody.
Yes.
I think it is. It's a win-win situation.
Win-win situation.
It's a win-win
Yes.
situation. And by participating in this convention, I know you're going to have some symposium and things happening at the convention. You're having some speakers also from the different museums and different organizations coming to share at that time.
Yes.
So that would give the listeners, the participants, more opportunity to learn about what's happening in the different countries actually. Because I was very impressed with the Philippines when they shared their information. I didn't know they had a college, and I didn't know they had a college that connected, their credits was connected to a Japan university, and they built their own school to teach Japanese and everything.
Right.
I didn't even know that existed, and we have a lot of Filipino students come to Hawaii, immigrants, but I've never heard about that. So it's such a wonderful thing to go to the convention and to see what countries are doing and how they're promoting the Japanese culture and preserving it, and also how they're going to spread it out to the new generation. So, I'm really thankful that this convention is coming to Hawaii. It will be a good eye-opener for the people who will be attending, especially the Hawaii residents. And let's see, I know we have a lot of things that are going to be happening. Could you kind of share, do you know what the outline of the day would look like at the convention? Like what kind of things would the participants see at the convention? Do you have like a schedule set, or I know there's going to be opening ceremonies and...
Oh yes. Yes, opening ceremony.
Yes.
And the opening ceremonies will be held with the attendance of first Prince and Princess.
Appearance.
Yes.
Okay.
This is very important one, and we have to pay attention that all the conventions were attended by some member of Imperial.
Yes, that's what I heard. Every convention.
So this means how Imperial family pay attention to Nikkei communities. I would say Imperial family is a backbone of so-called Nikkei community. And while the Nikkei communities believe that Imperial family always together with us, this gives them, I suppose, very great idea and make them
courage to go on.
Right. So it's quite clear that Imperial House
supports this convention.
Yes, and also another thing very important is not only Imperial family but also government and the parliament.
The parliament.
Yes, they support us in terms of holding conventions.
Yes.
You might have noticed that one day Minister for Foreign Affairs gives us a reception,
right.
And next day the President of the Parliament he gives us a lunch meeting.
Yes.
Oh, this is
all
fantastic.
supported by them.
Yes. I have never seen such a meeting or conventions which are supported royal family, government, and parliament.
Yes, because I was surprised. We would never be able to meet these people in our lives, but by going to your convention, we have opportunities to meet them and talk with them and share what's happening in Hawaii, and it was nice because they'll ask us questions and we could share, and last year the princess was there, so I was able to invite them to Hawaii, to please, if there's an opportunity, please come to Hawaii. And the princess was very, very respectful, and she said, oh, it depends on our schedule, but I would love to come to Hawaii.
Oh, you yourself talked with her.
I talked to her.
Yes, and invited her.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have that opportunity. There's no way I would have that opportunity to speak, get to speak with her. So, this convention is not just a gathering, but also for me, it's like a meeting of the minds kind of thing, and to share and to grasp new knowledge and better ourselves so that we can help to spread the Japanese culture, spread the beliefs of the Japanese immigrants, and to make the younger generation understand that it wasn't given, it was hard work to come to this level that we're at right now, the Japanese community. And we've, with everybody's support, we've been able to accomplish a lot of things in Hawaii because of the immigrants that came. They gave us the spirit to never give up. They gave us the spirit to continue to work hard, And because of that, we have a lot of leaders in Hawaii today, in America, that are Nikkei.
Yes, I have just met Mr. Ige,
Oh,
the governor, this morning.
Oh,
Yes,
very good.
inviting him directly to our
convention. Oh,
Yes.
nice.
So he will be the opening ceremony.
The ceremony also. Yes, so there's a lot of connection, and I think being here in Hawaii is a very thankful thing for June that you brought the convention here. And I want to say thank you for this opportunity to have the convention come to Hawaii, to have more of our Nikkei people more interested and get them to understand what's happening in the world, not only in Hawaii, but to look at broader, expand their minds broader, and connect, like you said, networking, and build a stronger Japanese community around the world. Around the world. But we're running out of time.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, Tanaka-san.
I enjoyed very much in the thank you very much for giving me.
But thank
this
you so much
occasion.
for sharing, and being here, and it's an opportunity for all of us. And UJSH really thanks you for this opportunity to, be a support of, for you to bring this convention here in Hawaii, and we'll work hard to help to make it very, very successful. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much from my side too. Thank you.
And thank you, KZOO listeners. We'll be back again next week, Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. So またお会いしましょう。
はい、どうもありがとうございました。
日経スピリッツバイ UJSH をお送りいたしました。